Hey guys, welcome to another Scratch tutorial. In this video, I'm just going to be showing you how to make jumping and gravity. So first of all, what you're going to need is a variable of gravity, a vertical speed variable, a ground sprite, and a player sprite. So we'll start off in the player. We will grab a when flag clicked, and we'll just set both of those variables to what they will be at the start. So he won't be moving when we start, so vertical speed will be 0. And we'll just set the gravity to -1, but you can change that later on. Now we'll get the player's main loop, so we'll just grab a forever from the control, and then from sensing, we will grab a if then sensing key right arrow, and we'll just move him over, change the X by 10, then we'll duplicate that and do that for left arrow and make this -10. And this is just so we can get a bit of movement. And so when I use the arrows, yeah, there we go, he moves. But he can't jump yet. So what we'll do is we will grab an if else, and we're just going to make him so that when he's not touching the ground, he falls down. So what we want to do is we want to change vertical speed by gravity whenever he's not touching the ground. So if we put that in the else, we'll do a sensing touching the ground, so that if he's touching the ground, he'll do what we put in here, but otherwise, if he's not touching the ground, his vertical speed will change by gravity, and then we just need to make him move by his vertical speed. So if I just go change Y by vertical speed, when I run this, he'll now fall, except he keeps on falling. So what we need to do is when he hits the ground, we need to set his vertical speed to 0. So, oops. Oh. And now we'll try this again. He falls and he hits the ground, and he stops. But it's a bit glitchy at the moment, because when he falls, he still gets stuck in the ground, and we don't want that to happen. So we'll make a new block. So we'll just call this block move up. Oh, move up. Alrighty. Oh, and one thing I forgot to do in that, when you're making the block, you just got to hit run without screen refresh. Now, what we want to do is while he's touching it, we want him to move up. So what we will do is we'll grab a repeat until not sensing touching ground. So he'll keep doing this until he's not touching the ground anymore. And what he will keep doing is changing Y by 1. So he'll be moving up. So now let's test that. So what I've done, I've forgotten to put the block in here. So we'll just, when he's touching the ground, he'll do this. Except, as you can see, he's jittering there, and we don't want that. So just before and after the loop over here, we just want to get a change Y, and we'll make it 1 at the top, and then change Y by -1, and that'll just move him 1. So he's actually still touching it because we move him into it, and so he won't jitter because he won't go between touching it and then not touching it. And now what we need to do is we just need to add a jump key. So it'll be an if key up arrow pressed, then we want to set his vertical speed, and we'll just set it to 15. Now where we want to put this is we only want him to be able to jump whenever he's touching the ground. So under this if statement, we'll just put it in here. Now you're going to make sure that this is put at the bottom, because if it's put at the top, then he won't actually jump. See, if I go here and I press the up arrow, he won't jump. So we're going to make sure that that is after the set vertical speed to 0, and your guy will be able to jump. So now you can run around and jump. So we'll be able to change this a bit. If you want to change his jump height, you change this one. If I set this to 20, he'll go really high, all the way up. Or if you want to change how fast the gravity applies, you can set this to maybe -2, and the gravity will be really strong. Alright, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe Comment if you had any issues, and I'll see you guys next time.